Okay, Charge of the Light Brigade, stanza 4. I think I would pick up straight away on the structure of this. Look at the rhyme. You're almost pulled through it. It shows the fast pace, non-stop attack that happens here. There, air, there, while, wondered, smoke, broke, Russian stroke, sundered, not, 100. All of that rhyme at the end of these is purposely rhyming, showing, reflecting how non-stop, almost like out of breath this attack would have been, almost like it was over really, really fast, but it was devastating. We get repetition of flashed all their sabres. Sabres mean swords. So we've had the almost like the flash, like the sun's hitting the swords. It seems quite heroic here. There's kind of like this Hercules moment, almost like God's on their side or the sun's shining down on them. There's something in that use of repetition that's really heightening how heroic these soldiers are, and skilled. They turned their swords in the air. You can see how they're heightening the sophistication of the attack of the British soldiers. And we get this juxtaposition of sabering, this is the sword attack, versus the gunners. Anyone can attack with a gun. So I think here we're heightening strategy and ability and talent of the British soldiers in sabering. It sounds so much more sophisticated, juxtaposed next to the Russians who are just using guns, which anyone can fire a gun. So I think there's the celebration of the British Army. Look how sophisticated, look how talented they are. Charging at an army. So look at that verb use, vocabulary, charging, not giving up. It's all there, repeated constantly, that intention of not giving up. Charging an army while all the world wondered. Look at the alliteration. While all the world wondered. We're almost pausing at that point, or slowing down a little bit, I think. Wondering if they're going to survive, wondering what the attack's about, wondering what is going to happen. And I think that's kind of climactic. It's very story-esque. You usually find that like a cliffhanger, don't you, in a story where you get that and everybody waited and you've got to turn the page to find out. He does that in a poem by using the colon, and he's done it before, remember? So you get it here, all the world wondered. Here's that big like climactic moment, this pause, and then we get this massive like description of the attack. Look at that verb use, plunged in the battery smoke. Look at that imagery, like they're drowning, plunged in head first, right into the deep end, not giving up, into the battery smoke. So look at the visual senses being used there. This metaphorical battery smoke, it's everywhere. They're coughing, spluttering, you can't see what's going on, blindly attacking. Right through the line they broke. Look at that imagery, that metaphor. They've attacked. If you break something, there's a sense of power, a sense of control, almost like they're winning. There's a moment there where the audience or the reader's meant to think, oh, they're getting somewhere. This is exciting. They're going to win. Cossack and Russian, so they're the army, reeled from the sabre stroke. So there's a moment where they think, oh, the Russians are being beaten. They're reeling back. They're taking a step back. They're shocked by the sword. Look at the sibilant sabre stroke, the power that goes with that, emphasized with the smoke broke stroke. Look at the sibilants continued, shattered, sundered. There's a sense there in those verbs and the sibilants that the British Army are winning. They're shattering the Russians. The sabres are stroking and killing easily. All of those verbs are used on purpose, I think, just to emphasize the heroicism, the talent, and the brilliance of the British attack. And then we get this line that perhaps we might not have been expecting if we didn't know the true story. Then they rode back, but not the 600. There's that moment of realization. And the first time we get a real change in the refrain, they're not, that some of them have died, they're not all there anymore. There have been losses. So the tone is brought right back down, I think, at the end, that almost respectful. They're not the 600 anymore. And it's repeated, not on purpose, but not the 600. And I think that repetition creates a bit of a pause, a bit of a slowing down, a bit of a respect for those that are no longer there.